Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. Today is March 7th, 2019. This is the Environmental Conservation Board. We have an agenda that we're going to go through. And the first item is applicant number 1, MK Realty, Route 6 and Old Route 6 for a site plan. Could you please state your name and who
Sure.
you're here to represent?
My name is Zach Pearson with Insight Engineering. I'm here on behalf of the applicant, MK Realty. We're just a brief history. We were before you guys in August for an extension of the wetland permit.
Right.
And at that time, you guys made it a motion to have it run concurrent with the site plan. We were back before the planning board at the last meeting, the end of February. They gave us a reapproval of site plan, so now we're good for another 2-year cycle with them. So we're asking for a wetland permit extension.
All right, so on September 6th, 2018, we extended it through March 14th,
Correct.
2019.
Which, that expiration ran with the site plan extension.
Right, with the site plan
Yep.
extension. So, I mean, just for the record, this has been out since 2011.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the same questions come up, we've been going to the meetings for 8 years. The applicant was before the planning board at the last meeting. He's actively searching for a user. The site conditions haven't changed, the site plan hasn't changed. So,
Last time we asked them that Rich go out and visit the site. Did he ever
I didn't get anything from, I didn't see anything from Rich.
I have a recollection that he did go out and visit, but
Oh, Rich. Board requested a site visit for MK Realty. No work has started at the site.
Yep, perfect.
No work has commenced at the site. So what are we looking for, another 2 years?
that would be fantastic if it could run, we have a reapproval, and then we would get an extension of that approval next March, and then at that point, we're starting over again.
Currently you have a year approval with the planning board?
Correct, and then there's an extension, you can get extension of 1
Do
year.
you have a copy of that?
A copy of the
The
approval?
extension approval?
I don't, I didn't get it from Rose yet.
Could you have her, give us a copy of that?
For the
At least
file?
put it in the file?
Sure.
I mean,
We probably ask this every time. Is the wetland flagged at all?
Yeah, it was flagged back in 2011, and there's been no changes to the site, so.
are the
yeah,
flags still there?
I would guess not. Deer love those things.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they eat them. Yeah.
Tasty, too. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a motion to extend the permit now for another 2 years, okay? With the conditions that prior to the start of work, the site be reflagged by a wetland person to make sure it's reflagged to identify where the wetlands are, and all the conditions of the permit would be met. Would anybody have a problem with that?
No.
No.
Okay. So then I'd like to make a motion to extend the permit, so I'll just maybe write this down, today is
You okay with that?
Yeah.
4719. Extend permit. And you paid the fee for the permit extension?
Yeah, the applicant was supposed to have dropped it off the Rose, I believe he did. Yep.
I need also confirmation on that too. But
Pending.
pending. All right, so extend the permit from 3/15/19 for 2 years until 3/14/21.
Hopefully there's a shovel in the ground, and we don't need to be back in 2 years.
All right, so do I have a motion to extend permit number 2? No, I'm kidding. Permit number 844 to Redwood Group LLC, Kevin Dwyer, the Dwyer Agency, for a 2-year period of time from 3/15/19 until 3/14/2021, with the following conditions: that the site be reflagged prior to start of work, and you provide us a copy of the check for the
Yeah, I'll make sure
The
that.
application
Yep,
fee.
absolutely.
and a copy of the planning board approval.
Yep.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
And that planning board approval's through 21/2?
Well, it's so it's 1 year, and then there's a 1-year extension of that. So you got reapproved for a year, and then you get a 1-year extension on that.
All right.
Thank you.
Number 2 is Silvio Medina?
Mendez.
Mendia.
Mendia, yeah, I'm sorry.
308 Elm Road, proposed stream repair. You were here the last time.
Yes, I was here in February.
Right, and we had asked for the following item. Could you please state your name and who you're here to represent?
Yes, my name is Robert Roselli. I'm a professional engineer representing the owner, Silvio Mendia.
Okay, so last time we accepted the application, there are no comments or questions from the public. We could fill out the EAF, and then we could sign the permit. Has anything changed since your application submission last time?
No, I just put on the additions we discussed at the last meeting. Nothing else has changed.
Yeah, the things that we had asked were the spill plan, did you submit another drawing here?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, spill kit, spill plan, fueling plan. I think this stuff was emailed over to me.
Was it?
I think so. I might have, I don't, I get 100 emails a day. Notes to have the wetland inspector after silt fences on site.
That's notes. Is there a silt fence, tenant requirements for silt fence installation notes?
Did you submit a letter, or did you add it on the notes?
No, I submitted I sent back a letter documenting the changes.
You don't have a copy of that on it, do you?
I do.
That would make my life easier. Oh, here it is. Okay, it was
Dated,
2/11/19.
that sound, yep, yes.
Is it this?
It is not the.
Oh, Robert Roselli. Here we go.
Yeah, dated-
February 11th.
Yes.
Members of the board, please find 4 copies of the plan updated in accordance with the comments from the February 7th meeting. Notes regarding the fueling and spill kit have been added to the plan.
Can you just point those out? Where on the plan that you've made these changes?
Okay.
On the right,
To the right,
on the bottom.
right here. All fuel and backhoe required to be done 6 mil poly, replace 6 mil barriers needed, fuel kits, blah, 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 blah. The construction sequence has been changed to include inspections after installation before final removal of silt fence. Perfect. Soil stockpile location and detail have been added to the plan. Yep. The existing and proposed stream widths have been indicated on the new wall section. Right here. It's 10'2" from edge to edge, right? And so your center line would be roughly 5 and a half, 6 feet from the center of the stream? If you look at your,
Yeah, well, the
the
existing,
retaining wall,
yes.
okay, so you're only digging down 3 feet, and you're putting actually you're going down 3 plus another 2. All right, so you don't, all right, but you're not really digging out, you're just cleaning
We're
out.
just cleaning out. There's,
Yeah.
it's hard, it's really hard to tell what's, you know.
So they're digging out this whole area and this whole area?
Right,
and then
what they do is
back
they
over.
dig this out, they
Right.
put the filter fabric in, they stock the blocks,
And
and
then
then they
back.
put these,
Great.
like that. This Versa grid, what this does is prevents the walls from tilting in, acts like a batter.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what holds the
Yeah.
soil, I mean, and and with those types of walls.
The existing proposed stream widths have been indicated in the new wall section. A note regarding fill certification has been added to the new wall section. Yep, okay. Alright.
We also asked for the wetlands inspector, did he have that on his?
Yeah, that's in
letter?
the construction sequence.
So I was looking at, on the on the actual plan here, does it say it?
Yeah, if you look under, on the, right above my name, with the construction sequence, it's embedded in there to call the wetlands inspector before he starts and when he's finished. To the left, right above my name.
Call inspection by town.
Yeah.
It's also fence, call town Carmel, awesome.
Alright, so with that,
Silk fence under
thank you
the-
for,
Did he include the silk fence under the bridge?
Yeah, it's on the back side of the bridge.
yeah, right over here,
Awesome.
and here.
Right there, stockpile details. Were you able to provide any pictures? I know that we didn't make a contingent on that, but.
It's not good.
Yeah, you did, I mean, this is the same basic view, I mean, I just took these a couple of weeks ago. This is the summer view, this is what it looks like now, it's just weeds grown in here in
Right.
the summer.
Yeah, if you haven't submitted that to the file, would you mind doing so? That top picture?
Yeah, I can, I'm just take it off,
Sure.
I can email it, or I can just give it to you now.
Either way, that's fine by me.
Okay.
Alright. That's easy.
Bam.
See if I can get it off without tearing it.
I unfriend you. You're not on
Take
my
the
wall.
wall.
What was that?
You want this one too?
No, I think, didn't we have, I thought there were a couple.
These are just one for presentation, I'm not sure I sent in any photos.
Oh. The one from recent is fine, we don't need to, I don't necessarily. Just something that shows the location and kind of the existing, how it existed, it looks existing. So when, our wetlands inspector goes out later, he has a reference.
Okay, that's the most recent, I think, you see though.
Perfect.
Okay, so with that, do I have a motion to grant permit number 949 to Silvio Mendia for 308 Elm Road in Mayapack, New York? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we just have to do an EAF and then we're good to go.
Bond for this one or no?
No, there's no contingency for bond. Will the proposed action create a material conflict with adapted land use plan or zoning regulations?
No.
Will the proposed action result in a change in the use or intensity of land, of use of land? No.
No.
Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No.
No.
Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a CEA? No.
No.
Will the proposed action result in adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway?
No.
Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No.
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 Will the proposed action impact existing public-private water supplies, public-private wastewater treatment? No.
No.
Will the proposed action impair the character, quality, or important historic, archaeological, architectural, aesthetic resources?
No.
No.
Will the proposed action result in the adverse change to natural resources, example, wetlands, water bodies, et cetera? No.
No.
Will the proposed action result in increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? No. Hopefully it
No.
improves it. And will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health?
No.
All right, you're good to go. So
Okay.
C Rose, tomorrow or Monday, I think Monday, get your permit and, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Everybody give me their handouts. Okay, submission of an application or letter of permission. Jamal Mohammed, 188 Westlake Boulevard. Could you please, hello. Can you please state your name and who you're here to represent?
My name is Raul Matos from MRJ Design Group, representing Mr. Jamal.
Okay, what do you want to do here, Raul?
He purchased a house recently on the lake, on 188 West Lake Boulevard. And it happens that I find out that the dock, the boat dock was built, who knows where.
The
when-
boat dock?
The boat dock. And it's there, no permit for it.
Oh, so there's a dock that's built on the property that's not,
On the lake, yeah.
that's on the lake that's not been
It hasn't been
permitted.
permitted, yes.
Here,
That's what it is.
let me go back.
Do you have any pictures of it?
No, I didn't, no, sorry, I didn't make any pictures, but it's right on, part of the dock is on the lake. And it's based on a couple of round piers based on the lake and.
Okay, Raul, this is what I'm,
treated.
at a minimum, this is what I'm gonna need from you, okay? I need to have an as-built drawing of the dock, of how it's sitting in the lake. I need to see if it's going in on 3 piers into the lake, I need to see that, okay? And then the fact that, you know, you show here Lake Mayapack, you have a small area, from what I understand, over the lake.
Yes.
And then the rest of it's on land? or
It's sitting on rocks, yeah,
It's sitting on rocks, but there's half of it's cantilevered over
It's
into the lake.
into the lake, yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'd like you to do. Right now, you're showing us it's a 479 square foot
Yeah.
dock, okay? So what I would like to have is as follows. Because it's over the lake and it's a permanent structure, what I'd like is, I'd like an as-built drawing of the thing. Because you're showing me plan views, which is
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
but I just need to know where the footings are, and then if these are cantilevered off, you know, they're stuck back here, okay?
Yeah, it's been cold and the water's frozen,
No,
so
I
we couldn't
understand.
come over and take a look at the
Well, that's a
dimensions.
perfect time, you could walk on the ice.
You think? I'm afraid.
Get some hip waders. No. You know, when you get, because I just like to see what's in the lake
Yeah.
as far as the area of disturbance. So if you're saying it's 6 or 8 or 12-inch piers, concrete
About
piers?
12 and some, yeah. I'll take dimensions as soon as I get there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you also include, you can even include in, on a separate thing or on here, materials? What is the?
What is built on, yeah, it's
What is-
concrete and pressure treated, you know.
And what's the decking, Trex?
No,
No.
it's older than that. It's not Trex.
Oh, it's older than that?
Yeah.
What's
So
it,
I just
how
want
far,
that put on here, like the specific.
Yeah,
pressure treated
the
wood,
materials, yes.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Is this it?
yeah,
That's an old deck.
very.
It is old, yeah.
So you
are
just want it legalized?
You just want to
legalize
legalize
How
it?
far out in the lake does it go?
It's
The
it's like,
dimension.
it's like it shows over there, could be between 12 and 10 feet, something like that, you know.
Yeah, it's longer than 10 feet.
Yeah, you need to give me the dimensions.
I'll take dimensions.
Show me the dimensions of it.
Supposed to go out 25 feet is.
25 feet's the
After that, you
max.
need
Yeah.
a permit to go beyond that. This is legalizing what's existing, not,
What's existing
you're not
there.
replacing anything.
No,
That
no,
looks like a pretty
just
big-
legalizing
big
was
dock.
there. Yeah,
Well, 20 by 20, when you think about it, 20,
Yeah,
2,400
about
and
that.
some odd feet. That's the old Zaslow property, do you know that? Yes. I thought that would be.
We don't usually.
it's an old house, very old house,
I know.
yeah.
Bonwood Teller built it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Do you have any idea when this was built? No?
Probably in the 20s,
Probably,
1920s, huh?
probably before.
around that range, 20, latest 30, yeah.
Probably
No way, not that long.
Oh, yeah.
Really? This deck? I mean, this dock?
Well, let's look up how long Bonwood Teller was
I think you
functioning.
could have built it afterwards.
No, it's a stucco and
The
beam.
house is, yeah,
Stucco and beam,
yeah.
yeah, I know. I know the house.
I mean,
Are there
I don't
any-
even know if it's a full permit. I think it could be just a letter permission.
No, no,
It has to be
it's
a
gotta be a
permit.
permit, because it's a brand new, it's a,
Yeah.
you know.
It's,
You want to legalize it,
Yeah.
so
there's nothing really to do for mitigation. We would only do mitigation and stuff that was new. There's nothing really to,
Is there any plans of upgrading it or anything
No,
like that?
no, they-
You said it's,
Leave it like that.
What am I
you know,
doing?
we'll put
Yeah,
it-
I know.
I don't know if the railings are safe or not, but
longer than you and I.
maybe adding a couple, maybe not, it's just a dog walk right on the lake.
so it's cantilevered over the lake, you said?
No, he's Pierce.
No, that's
Piers?
Piers.
Okay.
The dock.
Dock, the dock.
The dock.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's okay with the board, this is what I'd like to do. I would like to have Mr. Raoul provide us the information that we requested,
Yes.
right? But in the meantime, what I would like to do is I would like to accept the application pending the submission of details of the foundation for the dock, showing the dimensions of the size of the dock with the materials of the dock.
Could you provide a photograph?
Absolutely. I'm gonna do that.
All right, so what I'm thinking is by Monday, because then what we can, because my thought process is that there's the dock, just from the picture, you can see that the dock is probably older than Nick and my life. So, yeah, there is a deed. And what I'm thinking is, there's no mitigation, because usually if they were building a dock over the lake at this moment in time, we would make them put in some other provisions to protect the water in case things spill it. We can't do that here, unless you're not planning to take the dock down, right? You're planning? No, you're gonna leave it, we're not refacing it, we're not putting new decking on it, it's just, you want it approved on the property. Because just so we're both clear here, is that if, we grant the application to approve this dock the way it is, and you wanna re-deck it, you need to come back to us.
Right.
Well, we have to get on the deck actually to make sure it's all safe. If we need to do any work on it, we'll apply for it.
Well, that's what once you get this approved, if you wanna go do maintenance, you need to come here to get a letter of maintenance.
Okay. I see. Yeah.
Okay, because if you wanna resurface the deck, you would have to put in a boom in the lake to protect anything from floating out. You'd have to make some provisions on the drawings, what kind of material.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you putting anything in the lake, or you're not, are you just resurfacing in kind? That's a letter of maintenance. But now, if you were gonna take this dock now and go bigger, broader, whatever, then that's a whole new,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
all new.
maintenance.
Are there other docks in neighboring properties?
Neighboring?
Are there any docks along this property?
Yeah.
There
Yes,
are
they-
other docks there?
Yeah, they are.
I just wanna make sure that this is not, there's no moratorium on any docks there.
It's like Mayapack.
Yeah, okay. The second,
I'm not aware of any moratorium.
listen, we've had issues before where it's been restricted and.
There's
people have
plenty of
built
docks
on it.
there.
Yeah.
All of them.
Second thing
Yeah.
that I would like to see also is I noticed on the deed that this is deeded to LLC. Actually, what did I
The
do?
company,
Um,
Sadika Properties?
Yeah, so because it's deeded to that and this wetland permit is being given, or put in the name of Mohammed Jamal,
Yeah.
we'll need some sort of either something on letterhead or something indicating that
Is,
the LLC
Yes.
is permitting this construction.
Okay. So, you have a bunch of information to give us. Can you wait till next meeting to submit it, or would you wanna have it advertised now?
I don't know if I'm
I-
comfortable advertising without that last one. The rest of it, we could have gotten, but the permission.
No problem. Get us the letter and we will, see you next meeting. All right, just because it's an LLC and he's here, Mr. Jamal's here. A doesn't equal B.
You may be owner of that, you may be a board member of that, or any sort like that. That's fine, but we need something to, some sort of proof or tie-in that the LLC is comfortable with it. Again, that may be you, but we need something on file indicating that.
Absolutely.
All right? All right, so we'll just hold this over, we'll shelve it for now. And so you just provide details of the Dock Foundation. Provide a letter from the LLC permitting you to sign and receive the thing on it. Provide deck dimensions, deck construction, anything else?
May I ask, is there any reason that you would need to rush this? Are you trying to sell this? Are you trying to do any additional work on this in the, very near future?
No, there was a violation, we just wanted to.
Okay,
Well,
Okay,
no. On the house, he's planning to put up an addition to the house.
okay.
Of a kitchen. There's really a crazy kitchen in the house. If you come in, I never seen a kitchen like that. It's got two humongous stoves in it. That it looks like at one point the house was like divided into like two different families, or they were renting and then people would gather over there to eat. I don't know.
Summer kitchen, winter kitchen, is that what you're talking
I don't know.
about?
It's
Possible.
in the same spot. You see these two kitchens. So what we're doing, which I already designed for him, is to remove the kitchen from that area and put it in a different area so that it's in a more,
usable.
appealing place.
So, here's the deal. Is there anything gonna be done on the outside of the house?
It's going to be done on the outside of the
Okay,
house. That's why
so-
we're waiting for this approval.
Okay, so you wanna get
before-
this done?
Yeah,
And then you'll come back to us with another application,
for the addition.
which will
within
be a
100
full
feet.
set of
For
plans.
full set of plans.
And anything within 100 feet, if
Yes.
it's within the buffer,
Yeah.
it has to be addressed. If it's outside the
Right.
100-foot buffer, just
Then-
come to us to show us and you're good to go.
Yeah.
All right?
That's
So that addition would be going on the back of the house?
on the back of the house. on the
Oh,
outside
okay, yeah, 'cause I
back
was
of
gonna say,
the
it's
house,
94 feet away, it's, it's just
It's,
inside. But if it's going on the back of the house, then it'll be
Yeah, and with that,
within.
Raul,
Yeah, it's-
if you're gonna use
yes.
any,
Pretty much, you see how the house is like in an L shape?
Yes,
yeah,
You see that void where you see that staircase that goes up? to-
yes.
That square, we're gonna kind of.
You
fill
might
that.
be outside the 100-foot buffer.
half of it's in,
yeah.
half of it's out.
94?
Maybe,
It's
yeah.
like 6 feet in. It's like barely.
It could be, yeah. I believe it's gonna
If
be.
he's gonna fill the
Worst
whole
case
thing
scenario
in.
is we just make him put in silt fence. Show us he's gonna put silt fence in
Yeah.
and have a nice day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go after him for a
No, of course.
6-foot by,
It depends how much, we'll see
Mhm.
when the permit comes. But,
you know, what, we'd be more than happy to look at the plans
Yep.
when you submit them and make
Yeah.
whatever recommendations we would have.
I appreciate that.
when were you planning on starting that construction?
Well, we had to go through this process first,
Yeah.
get this approved. We only go, the right way. So once you gave us the approvals, then we submit the plans, Board of Health and all that, you know how it is. And then, in the summertime, I guess.
Summertime? Okay, so you got some time then. That's fine.
All right, so
I just
come
wanted to
back.
make sure it
If
wasn't
you get all
like
this
next
information
month.
to us by next meeting, then you'll have the permit.
Yep.
2 meetings after that. All right?
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raj. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too. Okay, next item is meeting minutes. We can't vote on either of them. No, we cannot vote on 117, open, because Ed was not here. But we can vote on 2719. Do I have a motion to accept the meeting minutes for 2719?
So moved.
So,
Second?
second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's it. So with that, I'm gonna make a motion to close the meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, stay
Good night.
warm, have a nice week.